Hey, everybody. How y'all doing? Am I live? Yeah, okay. So it's Sunday. And I need to cook this up a little bit. A little better. We'll see. Alright, so let's set our times. I'm Jessica. Thanks for joining me. If you're here, here's my jacket. I have a million sweaters all about. I'm just like, I just need a jacket all the time. I'm like 40, am I 45 or 46? I don't know. Does it even matter once you get over 40? It doesn't matter. Do we really want to count? But I'm older, so I got the menopause, and like, it's so weird because I'll really be cold all day long, and then when nighttime comes, holy Jesus, I gotta turn the AC like down a lot. I gotta turn it down a lot. So I'm Jessica Lee, the Secret Psychic. I don't even know how many of these I've done, but it's been almost I want to say close to 2 months I've been doing these little Sacred Sundays where I basically just come online, go live, try to get over my fear of the camera and public speaking, and I just come up here and let y'all know what I've been thinking about, what I've been going through, what Spirit might share with me to share with y'all. Typically, I almost always do a collective reading, which sometimes they seem to be about love. I don't know if it's a collective reading or if it, I just do it and it's for whoever it's for, If it applies and it helps, cool. And if not, maybe we'll say something that gets your attention the next time. I don't know. I'm not God. I don't know who would want to be God. Honestly, when I think about how difficult it is to be responsible for one family, much less the whole planet, I don't know why anyone would want to be God. That's a lot. Like, I have mad respect for the Creator. Ooh, what a responsibility. So I already grabbed some cards. I don't usually grab cards right away. I mean, I do shuffle them a lot, but today we pulled mystery and intuition. And the first thing I'm hearing about that is like, we, as in those of us who are, I don't want to say have gifts, because we all have gifts. It's just some of us are more aware of it and more willing to work on it than others, to improve them and really own up to it. So a lot of us that have gifts, we kind of, and I'm definitely speaking for myself here, we get used to having like this advantage a lot of people don't have. Like, I will just use my job at Taco Bell for an example. Like, I had this boss. Everybody who knows me by now knows I could not stand the last boss that I had there. Her name's Carol. I hope you're watching this and you're turning bright red. I really can't. I mean, I loved her at first. Everyone did. We all begged for this lady to be the boss. All right, so it's like, don't get off track. So what were we talking about? Okay, the intuition. Okay, so this lady, she kept hiring people, and I just knew right away, these people they're not going to work out. I mean, the little things that they did and said told me all I needed to hear. And, I could say it's just because I'm smarter than people, and I'm not. Really, I mean, I am. Yeah, okay. I'm smarter than a lot of people. But it's not just because of book smarts, it's because of my intuition that I get, people say things, and it gives me a certain vibe, or I'll get a whole movie, like a movie scene, a preview in my head of what's to come. Like, it happens in different ways, but the fact is I have this intuition, and it gives me an advantage that others, they don't have. So my boss kept hiring all these people, and I feel like, I'm not trying to be mean or a hater, but this person's not going to work out. And I would tell her why, and she would act like I was crazy or just ignore me. And lo and behold, all the people I said, and I told her and her boss, these people are not going to work out. They're not. They're going to bring the store down, not up. And sure enough, every single one of them. I mean, I just couldn't believe, you think they would start listening to me after a while. Like, hey, she's right. Oh, she's right again. No, they bucked me even harder. They couldn't stand it. So, yeah. Anyway, so that's just one example of this intuition card, how it's hitting me. And the mystery is like a message that I'm hearing about how, like, a lot of us, those who embrace our skills and talents and gifts, we're getting to a point where things are going to get a little bit, I want to say foggier, even though I've heard from some astrologers recently that a fog is supposed to start lifting We're coming in. I can't remember. I'm not the astrologer. But anywho, I'm hearing from Spirit right now that for those of us who rely on our gifts, you know, the water's going to be a little more murky than usual for us. And that's going to cause some frustration because we're gonna expect to rely on our visions or those feelings to let us know if we're doing the right thing or going in the right direction. That's what I use it for mostly, and it's not going to be coming up so clear. And why is that? Spirit saying, why is that? Well, when they ask me the question, and I know the answer's coming because they got the answers. And we don't always know the right question too. That's something they're telling me. Sometimes we're not asking the right question, so we're not getting the right answer. But right now they're saying, so what does this mean for us and why? And the reason why that I'm hearing is because, you know, we're tested too. We're tested too. And what else are they saying here? So we're tested. And with this test, you know, we're going to have this period, and I'm being told it's not going to be too long, y'all. It's not going to be too long. They're not going to do this for too long. But for those, you know, those who it's resonating for, there's going to be a little period of fog, and we're going to have to rely on our own humanly instincts a bit more. Spirit's saying they're still there. They're still there to help and guide us. They just it's kind of like seeing what we're capable of. You know, you got a teacher guiding you for so long, and they're whispering the answers in your ear for so long, getting you by for so long. So we're going to have, I'm hearing it's just going to be about 3 weeks, and this is going to be starting during this week. So sometimes during this week you may feel a little extra blocked or like you lost your gift or something weird is off. Don't worry, it's only going to last a couple of weeks. It's not going to be full-on blackout either, so I'm just hearing there's going to be a lot of frustration. Hi, I don't know who's watching, but hello, thanks for watching. I'm Jessica. I got these two cards, kind of like, after last week, I said, okay, Spirit, I'm going to quit trying to, like, make an outline for my little show here. And we're just going to let the Spirit lead it, because I like, the energy's better when the Spirit leads it. Not that I'm a bad, funky hoe or anything, but Spirit's way better than me. They're pure, way more pure. Okay, so we're going to be coming into this foggy period. It should be starting about this week, sometime this week for a lot of us. And this is addressing the people with spiritual gifts who have been using them. You know, like me, I use them like a crutch. I'm like a handicapped lady. What was I just thinking about? Spirit helps me. So we're going to go through this cloudy period. You guys are just going to have to do the best you can through it. I mean, they're like, don't over-explain it. Just do the best you can. It's going to be a little rough. They just want to see where you're at on your own so that they have a better idea of what they need to help us with moving forward. So this is kind of like just to see where we're at, you know, on our own, no extra. And yeah, so okay. All right. So they're like, all right, now let's talk about these retrogrades. So I'm not an astrologer. Let me just say that right off the bat. I'm not an astrologer. I follow astrologers. Cam White, he's one of my favorites. Jimmy Ship. I have a few. Those are just the ones that always come up to the top of my mind. But so I've been following the astrology, and like we are in a big year apparently. This is called the Great Reset, and I'm loving that term because just as the Holy Ghost, or just before the Holy Ghost was making itself known to me, I also got a message: reset. And then a few months later, I was homeless and I had no job and money, and my whole family abandoned me. And yeah, I'm on a whole reset. And it's taken about 10 years, you know, for me to get back to doing readings online, helping other people, connecting with other people who are awakened and trying to, you know, really build a new paradigm. It's funny too, because so many of us, we just know each other online. We don't know each other in person. We never get to hang out, but we're still still changing things. It's so cool. Like, it's just really cool. I think it's cool, and it's awesome to be a part of it, even in my own little small way, even with my little 3 to 5 followers. Like, it's still something. It's cool. I mean, I could be thinking about a million other things, or doing a million other things that isn't going to be as exciting for me. So I'm glad I can do this. So yeah, we got these retrogrades. I'm a Virgo. What are you? Drop your sign in the comments. But I'm a Virgo, right? So I feel like this is really my year. I've been, according to the astrologers, like Virgos are going through something right now that has never, ever, ever in history ever happened. It's like, wow. I thought Aries was the first. No, it's Virgo this time, buddy. And I say that a little snottily because my older brother, the one that I'm always crying about, driving me crazy, he's an Aries. so I'm like, ugh. It's me, buddy, not you. I know that sounded ego, which is kind of why I want to talk about all these retrogrades. Because, like, okay, I'm a Virgo, and y'all know as Virgos, we're very humble, generally speaking, forgiving, patient. We take a lot of crap. We help a lot of people. It's like we help people this much, and if we're lucky, we get that much back. Drop a heart. You're a Virgo, you know I'm right. Drop a heart. Okay, so I've been going through so much cleaning out the family curses and all that. I mean, 7 years homeless and fighting demons, and it's a long story. I got a blog about it for real. I keep saying I got this amazing story, and I've noticed I keep leaving these little I don't know what to call them, but I make these blogs, and they're cool, but they're general. They're like a letter you write to somebody who you're not sure if they really like you or not yet, so you don't want to share too much. And I was just realizing that last night. So I need to share more on my blog. I do. Because it'll be therapy for me, really. But also, I know there's other people that are either going through what I went through. Maybe, probably not exactly the same, but something similar. And there's going to be even more, a lot more, to go through what I did. I know that for a fact. So I kind of almost need to do this blog for myself and for those who are going to go through it so that they, number one, see, if you keep at it, you can make it on the other side of the mountain. You will see daylight again. It won't last forever. The hard parts, it don't last forever. And more importantly, that during those hard parts, God is with you the whole time. Like, He literally led me to the valley of shadow of death, walked me through it, brought me back home. We're still fighting some more battles over here. Yes, big time. We're still fighting battles, but like my faith is so much stronger than it has ever been. And without faith, all work is dead, right? So I'm grateful for what I went through. I still bitch about it. I got a lot of anger built up, but I'm grateful. You got to be grateful. I have to. I've seen too much not to be. So we have we got Mercury in retrograde right now. We have Saturn, we have Uranus. Oh, there's probably another 5 more for all I know. But the thing is, like, we're all going through, like, this review. We all have to review. We all have to reflect. We all have to send out those letters that we never sent out. Make amends to people we still, have little issues with, or let them go. And something that I've really been having to deal with is letting go of marijuana. Oh no, I know that's ironic. I just made a post promoting it over alcohol, and I really have no issue with marijuana. But I know for me, if I smoke too much, I lose my willpower to get things done. I get lazy. Sometimes I'll get so stoned I don't even realize I'm stoned until the next day when I realize I didn't get shit done but smoke weed. So I had Spirit giving me this nudge for, I want to say, about 2 or 3 months. That, okay, it's time to put Mary Jane away now. We're going to be working on something else. We don't need that. Everything has its purpose, there was a time when I really did need that shit. I really did. And sometimes I still got this THC. See, Spirit's telling me no more of the burn, but oil is okay. So, and it was telling me that a bit before I finally did quit the herb. But I wasn't ready, man. I'd run out and I'd be like, oh shit, how am I going to get it some more? My brother's driving me crazy. I can't go on like this. We got our excuses, right? Can't do this. Even to this day, I'll be like, I need the talking stick. When he starts talking, oh, Lord. He starts talking. It's not just a conversation. The man wants to come interrupt me. I would say at least 10 times a week I get interrupted so he can come tell me something that he's already told me at least 3 times, usually at least 5. And it's talking stick. Yeah, so it's not easy to quit things, especially when we use them to make ourselves feel better or to regulate our emotions or the overwhelming rage building up. it's not easy to just be like, okay, even when you walk with spirit and you have God tell you, go through this door, and then when you listen, you find out, yeah, this was awesome, and then when you hear God say, don't go through that door, but your dumbass does anyways, and then you're like, oh yeah, I should have listened. So like, even though I've had these kind of experiences where I know I need to listen when spirit tells me something, I'm not always the quickest with jumping about it. That's where I really suck, y'all. So I heard the call. So let's stop buying the bags. Let's quit it. You don't need that. We could use this money for something else. I had all these logical, practical reasons just piling up in my head from spirit of why we need to stop, but I just was not able to, And I was praying, like, Lord, I know, I hear you, and I just can't seem to actually, do it. And my weed dude, he started pissing me off, like, not directly. He's always respectful. If he watches this, you're always respectful. I'm not saying you pissed me off because you were rude. No, you're a good kid. But it was just like the timing thing, because like he'd be like, I'd text him, yo, I need it. Give me another. I need my shit. All right, so I would text him, and he would pull up, which I was so grateful for. It's hot out here. I like a walk, but it's too hot sometimes. So he would pull up, but the thing is, I would have to log out from my work on Bitline where I'm on call. Any minute I can get a call, but I can't if I'm logged out. And I would log out, so because when he pulls up, you got to go get it. And yeah. So what was I gonna say? Yeah, so I would log out. Waiting for him to pull up. And he's typically just right down the road, He's usually not far. So at first, I'd log out in 15 minutes, get my stuff, get back to work. But he started getting to the point where I was waiting hours. He'd be telling me, oh, I'm on the way. And it was hours. And I know how the game works, I wasn't mad because of the game. I was just mad because, I'm waiting on this dude and I cannot work. So now not only am I losing the $25, but I'm possibly losing hundreds because I just sat here, not logged in, because he could pull up at any minute. And I know he's going to be mad if I make him wait too long. I understand. You don't want to be sitting outside waiting. I get it. I get it on his perspective, but for mine, it was pissing me off, because it's like, bro, you're fucking with my money now. Now you got me fucking sitting out here waiting on what? I'm coming, but you're not. It's like, you could just tell the truth, say I ain't gonna make it today, or it's gonna be 5 hours. You could have said whatever, but it don't matter now. All that matters is like, all that shit happened in just the right way to get me mad and go to the smoke shop and go buy one of the carts instead. And since that day that I did it, I haven't bought another bag of weed. So it's like, God gets what he wants. He gets what he wants. And so that's one of the things I've been having to purge, put away, like bad habits. That's something that we're supposed to do all the time, really. But this is the season for it right now. So yeah, I quit smoking weed, technically. I still got the THC, but that's THC and vaping, woo-woo. And I barely, this is the only thing I really suck at. Like this, I've had this for a long time, and I bought another one that hits better, but I'm not hitting them like I used to. I'm not smoking like I used to, so there is change occurring. And I'm glad for that. I can think a lot clearer. I have more energy. It's good. Yeah, I definitely still say weed is better than alcohol. Weed is good. It is good. God made it. If you think it's better to take a bunch of pills that a lab made over smoking a doobie, I'm sorry, you got brainwashed real good. But you got brainwashed hella good. Alright, so the other thing I was going to talk about with these transits was, I was wondering, how is it affecting y'all? Because like I said, Virgo, I was getting at that earlier, yeah. Virgo, we're usually the humble caretaker, we take all the shit, do all the dirty work. Not the dirty work. We make it clean, though. We'll clean the dirty area, make it clean, and we might get someone to, like, give us a week. God forbid they pay us, right? Aaron. I've bitten my tongue a lot, like my whole life, but a lot, especially since I've returned to my family home here. I mean, not to tell the whole story, but, I went from making $400 a day online, working, doing readings, being a stay-at-home mom, taking care of my family, donating to the homeless in the area. Little did I know I'd be one of those homeless too one day. But I went from that to having the Holy Ghost come and make me a believer. I didn't believe, in the Bible so much or Christianity. I'm still not, religious. Definitely not. But I definitely have more belief in Jesus and God than I did. The God that Christians do believe in. So I went from a really good life, honestly, to the Holy Ghost coming, having me sound like a raging lunatic, telling my family, oh, Jesus is here. The end is near. Coming from a girl who does not say that. So I understand, I looked like I was a crazy bitch on drugs. Yeah, I did. But I wasn't. And I wasn't crazy. All this shit came true. I ended up on the streets for 7 years. Because see, what happened was like, okay, yay, Jessica woke up. She believes in God. She's getting all these visions. She's learning stuff that's older than the Bible from Spirit, not from, somebody who knocked on my door and said, hey, have you heard of Jesus? No, those people don't teach me anything except for how annoying they can be. So I had a great life, but then, when God calls you, it's not like, hey, here's your prize. No, you're going to go through a lot of crap. When God calls you, he's going to put you through the fire. Like, one of the first messengers that I encountered, he straight up told me, Jess, everybody's going to burn. You're on the slow burn plan. And I was like, I didn't understand what he was saying to me at the time, because I didn't know anything about the Bible or biblical literature, really. So I had a lot of messengers, angels, if you will, come to me at this time while I was still in my apartment, letting me know I was about to lose everything, letting me know I will get it all back, letting me know I'm about to go through a fire, preparing me, literally preparing me. Meanwhile, my family, my mom and my brother, we'll just stick with them because the kids were innocent, man. They're 4 hours away telling everybody who will listen that I'm a drug addict, a whore, and I'm crazy, and I'm abusing my kids. I don't even know how the abusing my kids got thrown in there, because I didn't, but yeah, it was a lot to deal with. And I tried to I was told to leave my kids with my mom. This is when she came up with all this. She had my children under her roof, came up with her story. Her and my ex both colluded together with their version of what was going on with me. They didn't say shit to me, really. And yeah, so they went and called CPS. And yeah, that was the beginning of my 7 years of trial and tribulation. So God promised me all along I was going to get my children back, leave the kids with family. It was God's plan. But God had to show me some things, and it wasn't for the kids. It wasn't for everybody, It was something for me. The kids definitely didn't belong where I was going. There goes spooky Lord. Well. Yeah, so I have a lot of anger. It's like, I know on one hand, it was God's plan. The biggest hand of all. So, yeah. But at the same time, people moved how they moved, and to this day, doing me like they do. So I have all this pent-up anger, y'all. And it's been coming out. And it's not like just wrathful, vengeance, you hurt me, I'm going to hurt you back anger. This is like me. My throat chakra has opened recently, and I'm just letting it all out. And I'm like, oh, I said that. I called it out. I named it, and I'm like, I can't stop now. It's like it popped open, and now when my brother comes to me with his bullshit, I'm just like, I'm not even holding back anymore. I have no control almost. I need to have control. But it's like, no. He comes to me with his stupid stuff and his dumb accusations and his version of what I was doing 20 years ago, and he can't even remember that he told me something 5 times this week that he keeps interrupting me. Oh, I just wanted to let you know, bro, you told me this 5 times, but you want to tell me and everybody else about my business of what I did 20 years ago? That ain't even true. That's all based on hearsay. I'm going off on him. I'm going off hard. So I'm just wondering, am I the only one who just magically had their throat chakra open up, that it's just like no holds barred, do not fool with me, I will tear you a new one? This is a new side of me I'm not even used to. So I just hope everyone can handle it. And, yeah. So am I the only one? I feel like It's like, you know, when you're premenstrual and you're just like, that's what it's like. Except I'm not premenstrual. I've just been going on for almost 2 weeks. Like, he's to the point where I think he's almost done talking to me. Like, he should be. Because he approaches me with too much stupid stuff that I'm going to have to call out. Protection and sadness. Spirit told me, let's pull some new cards. I'm not going to stay on here too much longer because I honestly, y'all, I'm losing my shit for other reasons. Like, you know, my dear bro, he made a big deal. He made this big deal. I got my tax refund. I was waiting for Oliver to finish his school year, and we were going to go to the shelter. This is what I was planning for so long. I was going to go to the shelter at Star of Hope in Houston for the summer. That way we can do what we got to do, get help with a free apartment, get the hell away from this crazy asshole. And start, you know, get my life back. Start it all over again. Just the same way I literally started it the last time. It's 10 years ago, I was at the Star of Hope with my kids. I mean, you got a free apartment. So, I'm right on time for all this. But, you know, my Mr. Big Brother there, he had a big fit when he knew I was going to leave, crying that he can't do it all on his own. And I understand. I can't either. I came here for help, and instead of me getting help, I've had to put money in his pocket and not get ahead at all. I haven't been able to get a car. I've been here for 3 years. I haven't been able to get a car because every time I get a little extra money, guess what? I gotta listen to his sob story. Like he was the one out on the streets for 7 years while I was claiming his kids on my taxes and not doing shit to help him. Yeah, I'm ready to leave this man so fast. He's not my husband. Oh, hell no. No, that's my older brother. So I was been ready to go. I was going to leave in May, and he decided he was crying. I would, please don't leave. I can't do this on my own. Please stay. And I let him know I can't afford to stay here either. I can't afford to help you. You bled me dry, dude. You bled me dry, and then some. I can't do anything else. I'm tired. I'm tired. Even when I do try, he's the same person who's gonna go around and get on the phone and tell everybody that I didn't do anything, and I'm taking advantage of him, even though I'm constantly putting myself in a bad position to help him. He don't see that. It's just I can never do enough for these people. I never can, and I'm tired of it. So I'm tired of it, and now I'm embracing that Leo side of me. Yeah, I'm so fed up with it. Fed up with helping people that don't want to help themselves. I mean, I hate to keep using my brother for an example, but he's just such a great one. Like this man won't even read the directions on a bag of popcorn. He's gonna interrupt my meditation to ask me how to make a bag of popcorn. He's 50 years old. I'm tired of dealing with people like this. They don't want to do anything for themselves. They don't want to find answers for themselves. They just want to sit there and cry that you're not doing it fast enough for them. I ain't got no time for that shit. No more. No. If you're not trying to help yourself, figure things out for yourself, do not come to me and ask me to solve your problems, because I'm gonna end up giving you an attitude. If you're wanting to look into things for yourself, hear what I think about it, how, you know, if you want some advice on things that you're already trying to actively figure out, cool. I'm here to help solve problems. I'm not here to do the job for you, though. No. Jesus already did enough on that one. You gotta pick up your own cross at some point and figure out what you're gonna do. So yeah, where was I going with this now? I guess this is turning into a rant session. Sorry. I'm like, it's this Mars in my sign. Oh, it's got me feisty though. I'm just not used to being like this. So yeah, just too much. Oh yeah, so that's what I'm angry at, you know, and I'm getting to the root of it. Because I'm like, why have I been so extra angry? And this morning I woke up and I was like, well, yeah, it's probably because I had my plan set to where me and Oliver were going to get out of here, set things up, and be safe, and do it in a way that's not stressful. But instead, my brother threw his fit, and it's about what he wants, and he's got to have it his way. And I was a dumb fool. Okay, Jason, I'll help you. And the one thing what did I ask him to do? I never already made a video about this. I asked him, you want me to stay here, clean your room so I don't have another bed bug infection spilling out into the rest of the place? Because this dude is dirty. It's dirty as hell. He won't clean shit. So that was he was supposed to do that. Get his room under order and keep the bathroom clean, and I'll clean everything else and I'll pay the bills. Well, he never cleaned his room, and guess what? Now we got bed bugs. So I'm probably gonna have to throw all my shit out. So I'm not gonna go through. I already spent $1,000 doing this shit before. I should have already left. So if you're thinking about doing something that you know is for your own good, and you got somebody who don't do shit for themselves wanting you to come stay and be their life jacket, don't do it. Just learn from this. Don't do it. Because guess what? Now I'm stressed out. Now I got all these bills piling up. I got him crying I'm not giving him enough money. And I have to move out with no car. I go stay in a shelter. And what's he going to do for me? Nothing. Nothing. Talk shit about me. So yeah, he talks a lot of shit about me. But, oh, he's offended if I talk shit about him. So yeah, this is a card that came out. I wasn't even looking. Yeah, so this is a time of abundance, and I was just saying that the other day. Like, am I gonna have an abundant amount of pissed off energy here? All right. Flow and growth. The Spirit's saying, we have to get these feelings out. That's part of growing. So as much as I'm like, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm bitching, I'm complaining so much, I don't like to be that way. But Spirit's like, no, it's okay, because you know what? They're telling me there's other people that feel the same way as I do, that y'all had it up to here with some people testing your patience and trying you. Hi, love. Thanks for watching. Yeah, so I guess I'm not the only one. That's what I was kind of like, hi, am I the only one going on super bitch mode right now? Like, I'm off of their heads. I've had enough. Get him out. Take the trash out. I'm done with it, though. So, sadness and protection. What am I hearing on this? So, I guess this could be me too, But there's a certain sadness about having to put up a boundary. This is what this is touching on. Like, so maybe you, whoever's watching now or later, or this could be for me in the future, it's all connected. But sometimes it is so hard, it's like, you have to put the wall up. You gotta lock the door. You gotta change the key, but you really still care about the person so much, and it's hard. And it is real hard. And they're telling me, let's pull a couple more cards, because this is touching on for somebody out there. Yeah, so you're realizing that you have to put yourself first. Yeah, me too. Me too. I'm a 40 freaking 5 something. Why did it take so long to learn this? Okay, so love and consciousness. Okay, so somebody out here, you're starting to realize there's different angles to love. I'm like, look at all these angles. Yeah. Yeah. Spirit is saying, yeah, there are a lot of different angles to love. You have the love of a mother, the love of a child for his parent, or even his grandparent. These are different tiers of love. You have, gentle love, passionate love. There's all different kinds of love. And there's lots of fake love. This is what I'm hearing right now. So we have lots of different kinds of love languages. And Spirit's saying there's times where sometimes we confuse ourselves, or others may be misleading us, thinking, well, this is just the way I like to show my love. But really, what's going on is this is a form of manipulation, or it's not actually love. It's some kind of control, or a need to, I want to do this, like, put their digs in. They don't really love you. They love having access to you, is what I want to say here. Like, they like having something to do with digging in there. Okay, so they like some access to you. And I feel like you're starting to really realize this love. You're realizing this person, their idea of love doesn't sound right. It doesn't feel right, and it's not right. And you do have to put these boundaries up. It's hard, and I'm hearing you need advice on how to do it. Okay, well, I guess we're going to get some advice. First card, priorities. Loss, okay. Loss came up upside down, and priorities came up upright. So, alright, and they're saying you just, you need to do something, but you don't know how. You don't know where to start. You don't know how to say it. We got discipline. Self-control, so you're not saying anything right now. All right. So you still want to forgive them too, is what I'm seeing with these. You're still trying to like, okay, well, this is how their love language. This is just an example, and I'm paraphrasing. But it's like you're trying to, I want to say play the devil's advocate. It's like this person keeps hurting you. You see they're not loving you right. You're seeing that they're maybe damaged in love too. Like maybe they too don't really know how. And you're really trying to give them this grace, like the benefit of the doubt. But you're compromising yourself to do it. And okay, what did you just say? Like, what is fair to say? Like, are they really worth it to you? Are they really that important? I'm hearing Spirit say, like, try to remember, we see people as we see them, not as they are all the time. So I feel like Spirit's kind of asking you to, like, are you really loving this person, or do you love the idea of who they are or what it could be? So Spirit's really asking you to, like, really distinguish. Sit down with yourself. You don't need to go talk to them about it. You really got to get this straight with yourself before you talk to them, which is, and you are aware. You know that. That's why you're kind of just sitting on this right now, and you're still working it over. That's what you got to do, girl. I feel this is a girl, so that's what you got to do, girl. All right, so you don't know what to do. Because it's because you keep thinking about them and how it's going to affect them. So you got to stop that. Like, put the brakes on that right there. When you start finding that you're worrying more about somebody else's feelings or reactions to choices that you're making, either for your own good or for the good of all, you got to stop that. You have to realize you know what you're doing. Have faith in yourself and believe in yourself and trust your own instincts, number one. Why does it smell like weed in here? I was talking about it. I don't know. It smells like weed. Maybe it's the neighbors. We got some heavy smokers downstairs too. I feel like I didn't notice it till I quit, and I was like going outside, like, whew, it smells so good out here. All right. So you need to learn to trust yourself more. And stick to your guns more. And the Spirit's like, yes, this is advice for you too, Jessica. Got another priority card up here. Yep, I know. Sorry. I speak in tongues too, y'all. So if you hear me going bibbity boppity boo, don't worry about it. I'm fine. It's not a seizure. It's not. All right. Okay. So priorities, invention, balance, decisions. Oh, this one's upside down. That's so weird. Okay, here we got a little story. Give me 1 second to read these, because this is like a little story. Priorities. Let me do this for y'all. Let's go on and show them the cards, because these are a very intuitive deck. It's called the Ask Your Guides Oracle. At least these are awesome. I love them. Okay, so they're very intuitive though. Like that's the difference between Oracle cards and Tarot. Like Tarot comes with a lot of rules, structure. There's a whole college course on it. With these, I like them. You get a couple simple words, some pictures, and you just put it all together. So that's the first card. These are all the pictograms I'm putting together for you. It's like a little, like I'm reading pictures on the old caveman walls. This was the one that fell out upside. It was backwards. Like, yeah, it was weird. All right. So priorities is at the top. So this is still about you trying to figure out what you need to do. And we notice with this card, they're like, you're packing, you're moving. What are you putting in your box for your journey? You need to move forward, and you need to figure out what you're taking with you, where you're going. I'm hearing you don't need to worry about where you're going right now. Okay. For now, worry about what you need to keep. And I'm like, well, what do you mean by that? Like, what do you need to keep? Self-respect, okay. Integrity, true to your word. And I'm hearing these are qualities, yes, you need to possess and take with you, but these are also qualities that you need to make sure those who you take forward with you also possess. So in other words, if you start noticing someone doesn't have these qualities or isn't able to maintain them, maybe they show you a little bit for a little bit, watch out for those I want to say narcissists, there's another word for this, but those people that come in and they like love bomb and they paint a great picture, but the truth is, on the other side it's not so great. Watch out for those people. Some people can be what you need and want, and what Spirit's saying that we need to focus on here: integrity, self-respect. And with self-respect, that means they have to respect themselves. You would need to respect yourself. They need to respect themselves. So if you guys have these hard limits that you say, I don't do this, I don't like that, I don't appreciate that, but then they go do the opposite, there's inconsistency, you don't see consistency, then you probably need to just leave them where they're at. Leave them where they're at. Don't try to save them. We're past the period of trying to save people right now. Now it's kind of like you need to gather your flock, whatever flock you belong to or create. Gather those that resonate with you, that look out for you. Whether this is romantic, spiritual, friendship, family-wise. We're all going to have to cut out people that are not building for a good future with us. Whatever type of future you're trying to build, whether it's career or whatever. We can't afford to keep letting these, I don't want to call no one name, but you can't keep letting these other people that aren't there to help us, that don't appreciate us, that don't acknowledge us as they should. We cannot keep wasting our energy and time and efforts on these people. There's got to be some. Thank you. Thank you. There has to be a balance. Oh wow. So okay, I'm already reading the cards. Okay. So little did I know. I'm trying to explain what I'm hearing from Spirit, and then I look down. It's like, okay, that's what the card meant. So we got to figure out a way on how to find this balance. Leadership decisions. So you're going to have to cut some heads off some snakes. You're going to have to, decisions with leader. Again, I'm being reminded, we're not here to save people, but find your kind and, make sure they're going with you. If they're not trying to go in the same direction you are, if you are, we'll use love and dating for an example in this one. If you are a lovely lady and you're looking for a strong man to share your life with, not just to support you. I'm talking about a real relationship. You want somebody you can share your life with, bond, communicate, have a little cut of love, grow with. Not just a codependent, I own you type. Don't do that. If you find yourself, that's what you want. You want a real relationship. You want someone who's going to come home every night, who's going to be respectful, who is not going to be ashamed of you and want to, hide you or something. No, you don't want that. So you know what you want, but you found this one hot little shorty, and he's really good looking, and he digs you too. He's all about that, but he don't want a girlfriend. So what do we do at this point? That's the point where that's a shame. I'm sorry. This is what I'm looking for, and you do not entertain that man no more. He done told you. This isn't an opportunity to convince him you're the one or that you're going to change his life. No, he told you where he's at. He's not looking. So this is where I notice a lot of people, too. We build up these fantasies. People tell us what they want, where they're at, what they can do, what they can't do. And it's not what we want, so we try to, rewrite it. And, that rewriting or manifesting the result you want, it can get you so far, but you're kind of forgetting the fact that you're just totally ignoring that other person's free will. Did they really want that? Or are you pushing your will on them? Well, that's not very nice, is it? Would you like it if someone put a little spell on you to make you fall in love with them when you really think they're nasty? I'm not saying they think you nasty. I'm just trying to enlighten you to see things from a different perspective, a less selfish one, hopefully. Because I think that's pretty selfish. Just my opinion. Okay, so you're just basically, Spirit's just saying, stop entertaining those who are not for you. They're letting you know. Just because they give you a couple crumbs doesn't mean that there's a feast waiting for you down the road. Don't delude yourself with people. Do not keep giving these people that are doing us dirty and leaving us hanging and not keeping up their end of the agreement. We gotta shut the door. We have to. It's that time. It's time for that. It's time. New life. New life. Looks like we're doing a lot of reading today. New life. Community with epiphany. So many of us are going to new circles altogether. And I'm okay. So I don't know why. I'm just hearing, pay attention to the lotus. What's a lotus? It's like an Asian flower, is it? Maybe. No, I'm thinking of India now. The lotus flower of India? Okay. They float in water. I'm not sure why they want me to look at this lotus flower. Maybe it's something for you. Maybe it'll come to me later. All right, so new life, new community, new circles of friends, new beginnings, new cycle. I'm like something about the circle here. There's like a cycle, and all these people play a part in this revolution or the cycle going. I'm going to pull a couple more because this epiphany card is really, I'm like, what does this mean exactly? I get the new life, the new community. What's the epiphany about? Okay, everything I just said. So y'all are understanding, yeah, there's some truth to what I'm saying here. Yeah, you're not making any headway with these people. You're stuck on square one. And how long has it been? How long have you been on square one with this somebody? You're frustrated. You're running out of energy to even go. So let it go. Go with the ghost. What does that mean, go with the ghost? It's a song, actually, by No Big Deal. I like the song. Go with the ghost means go with the Holy Spirit. Don't trust this world. Do not trust people in this world. You better trust that ghost. A judgment again. Wow, we got a lot. Let's grab this other deck. I'm just like, okay. I don't know. We keep getting these cards. What do you think it means? I can't see. Nobody has left any comment early? Nothing? I don't know. Weird. But, yeah, so apparently this is something we're really gonna have to focus on. I'm saying this week, but yes, it's like you focus, start it this week. Plant the seeds this week. Have that heart to heart with yourself about, keeping real. Who's who are they really? These people in your life. Who are they really? Are they as important as you think? Is it tradition that's holding you to them? Is it false, empty promises that you know probably ain't gonna come true, but you're still scratching them lotto tickets, of love and community? Okay, so this may not, for some of you, this stuff really has to do with a romantic twist. There's others of you that this has to do with like some kind of, I want to say like career, something career, community. And you're trying to find someone who's going to give you at least half of what you get back. I'm not the only one. All right. Well, miserless company. How are we going to whip these people, though? I'm tired of these people coming to take advantage of us. I'm tired of it. They act so sweet, too. They act so sweet. They often will act like they're doing a favor when really they're doing the bare minimum. They're doing the bare minimum. They gave someone else double what they gave you, and they come giving you scraps. All right. Solitude, disconnect, bravado. Alright, so you're heading to a point where you are going to be cussing somebody out too. Welcome to the club. It's so liberating. It's so liberating to like get all those words you've been holding. It's like new power unlocked. I dropped something. New power unlocked. The fight is coming. Alright, so get ready. Get ready. Spirit say you are going to have to settle something. You are going to have to cut some ties. Is legit. It is coming. Because, yeah, we've had enough of this nonsense. You are going to go through a period of withdrawal, staying to yourself, figuring out what you want to say, how you want to say it, what exactly you are so upset and frustrated by. You got to get down to the root of that. And you're going to realize this situation really isn't even inspiring to you anymore. That exhaustion card, yeah, it's just like suck the life out of you. You kept trying, you put in effort, and it's like they won't even let you move up. So yeah, you're gonna have to let this person know. And And Spirit's saying, don't worry, you know, yeah, it might get messy. It might, but that's okay, because messes get cleaned up at some point. Alright, what else are you trying to tell me right now, Spirit? Be brave, be bold, be yourself. If people cannot take you for as you are, don't worry about those people. If they don't appreciate you, please, Lord Almighty, don't let yourself spend one night in bed crying or wondering why you're not good enough for them. You ever consider maybe they're not good enough for you and the Lord's just making sure they don't come mess you up anymore? Maybe God's trying to show you from this distance where you can already see things aren't so great anyways. They're not so wonderful as you thought they were. So God's given you an opportunity to see that without jumping into the fire fully. You got a little burn, yeah. I'm not going to say you didn't. It hurts it hurts your feelings. It hurts your pride, your ego. It hurts your feelings. You didn't do nothing to deserve nothing but the best from people, honey. So own that truth. Own it and live in it. And stop giving these people, you know, it's like, I think we have to spend so much time with people like this so that we can really learn to appreciate ourselves. Because who else is going to do what we've been doing for them? You know? Who else? Not many. Yeah. And if they can't, go find it. Because they're not pouring into our cup the right way. We can't keep pouring our heart and soul and our energy and all of our funds into helping people that are not appreciating it, that act like we owe it to them, and we don't. We owe it to ourselves, actually. And that's the point we're getting to right now. We're realizing we owe it to ourselves to be the kind, considerate, loving, supportive person that we've been to others. That's what we need. And we need to put it in ourselves right now. Alright, so I think that's where we're going to leave it at today. Yeah, I guess I did do almost an hour. And this has been a very unusual Sacred Sunday. I did a lot of complaining and bitching. I'm so sorry, but it's good for the soul. We got to get it out. So thanks for listening to my rants. And yeah, and definitely if you relate, let's just rise up this year. I'm going to be out of here in October. I don't know what's going to happen, y'all. I have to pay Bitcoin about $150, and I have $60 in my account, and if I don't pay this off by the end of the day somehow, I won't even be able to log in for work. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I really don't. I'm kind of on the verge of tears, but I have to have faith, and I was just told during one of my baths the other day, you know, that it was going to get hard for me in a minute, and like, I'm in the tub, right, and I do whatever, but sometimes Spirit moves my hands. I'm a little puppet, I'm not gonna lie. You know, they do what they do. So I'm in the tub, and I put the towel, the washcloth that's dark blue, I put it on my face, and I'm holding it, and Spirit's like, yes, this is what it's going to be like for a couple of months. It's going to be dark, and scary, and uncertain, but look, you can breathe just fine. And I was breathing just fine, even though I had this dark, wet towel over my face. So I'm not sure how that message will, you know, come to be, other than, you know, maybe I'll go through hell and not have an anxiety attack this time. Because to me, I can't breathe when I'm stressed. But I have been breathing. I will say that. So take the good with the bad, and, you know, life is a rocky road. There's no straight, short path. If it was a straight line, we'd all be flatlined, dead. So we have to go with these boo-boo-boo-boo-boo. That's how we know we're alive. That's how we grow. That's how we live. That's how we expand. So this week, I guess, or this past week, I have had an abundance of frustration and anger and wrath of the wrath. And I'm hoping we can transmute all that feisty energy into something more positive. While I was in my rage, I did update my website, and it's a lot more clean looking. Every time I work on it, I get a little cleaner. I think it looks good. Check it out. Let me know. Check out my website. I'll leave the link in the comments somewhere. But let me know if I can make any improvements, or if I need a typo correction. I don't have an editor, so y'all, I need help too. We all need help. So if anyone is bored one day and wants to check out my site and tell me what I need to fix on it, I'm all yours. They're little, but they're here. And I hope y'all have a good week. I am a scatterbrained person. I feel very jittery, and I haven't even had the coffee yet. So I'm gonna go breathe, take a walk, and I'm gonna log in a Bitcoin. Bitwine.com is a online psychic service site. It's international. Pretty sure you can contact the site from anywhere. I have clients from China, India, Nepal, everywhere. So yeah, distance is not a problem. We are all energy, and I am an energy worker. So for today, maybe tomorrow, I'm doing a special on Bitwine, $150 a minute for all readings, whether you're a new client or old client. So if you'd like a reading with me personally, you can go to bitwine.com, or you can get 20 minutes for $15. If you go through my website, all new clients get 20 minutes for $15. Returning clients, the rate right now is $25 for 20 minutes. I'll get that off. My rates are pretty affordable. I am an energy worker. I do connect with spirit guides. I offer email readings, spirit guide connections, past life readings, healing work, and of course, intuitive guidance. So I'm Jessica Kali. Thanks for watching, and I'm going to go for that walk. I'm going to go scream. I'm wanting to hear me roar. Rawr. All right. Y'all have a good day. I'll see you next week.